Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Today I will be somewhat belatedly unboxing a BENU pen, the Atlas exclusive Wolf Point I got from their recent sidewalk sale in August. I do not live in Chicago. I did not go to Chicago, but they were nice enough to let people do sales virtually as well on their website. They're fast becoming they might even be my favorite pen and ink stationery store by this point. I just love their personal touches, but I do have other favorites on my list as well. But anyway, this is named Wolf Point because it's Wolf Point is one of the landmarks of Chicago. It's where all the branches, tributaries of the Chicago River come together, and I will be matching it with this also store exclusive ink they got. It was sold out last year, I believe. I don't know if they'll be getting new stock in as well eventually or not. It's from Colorverse. I stoogedly forgot to put that bottle of ink on my desk for starting, but not to worry, of course, I'll be filling it up with that. And I also got from the ongoing Sailor Don't Miss the Boat sale, the Sailor Smoothie Pro Gear, my first ever Pro Gear standard regular size pen. I just decided last year the slims are they're nice. I mean, they do fit my hands well enough, but they're just a little bit too small for what I personally prefer. So from now on, I'm only going to get Pro Gears, and this is the Cantaloupe Smoothie, and it's a medium fine point. That was the largest one they had available. I'm kind of starting to feel remorse because the ocean waters in the smoothie sale, in the smoothie set, it looked a lot darker in some of the pictures and videos I've been seeing. It looked a little bit too light for my taste when I saw it, and then it's sold out in so many places. So I'm starting to feel maybe I should have bought that one too, but oh well, maybe it would have been a little bit too light for me anyway. In person, I do have so many other teal, turquoise, blue pens already, so this is going to be fun to see if this is as dark as it did look in some other pictures. And it's something out of my comfort zone a little bit too, kind of orangey, corally pinkish orange color, like a cantaloupe. And I will be matching that one, dip testing it only with Diamond Gerbera from their flowers set. At some point when I finally have an overhead tripod and a zoom lens and a boom arm, I will finally be doing full swatchings of inks by sets and colors and stuff. I do not like looking like an unprofessional stooge because I have to tip my camera down and do not yet have the capability technologically to do overhead filming. So anyway, let's just get on with the video and take out the Wolf Point. This is a lovely teal color, which matches the Wolf Point ink. And of course, everyone is a little bit different. So it's a little bit translucent. That's very nice. You'll get to see it better when I can open up my curtain and have more natural light and pouring in and lower down the computer screen. But this is really nice. Yeah, it definitely is translucent, up towards the top you can see the nib, but it's I just really like this color. Teal is my third favorite color, and this is a medium nib. It's not yeah, this is the Euphoria line. They have Talisman, Minima, a bunch of other Briolette, Scepter, things like that. So medium has come to become my favorite nib. In BENU, they just write so beautifully. They handle shimmer so well. And let's see, how well does it match? Yeah, that's a pretty nice match. But of course, everything will be determined by the writing sample. And let's see how the orange this is going to be. So let's see. Pull it out. Ooh, that's very nice. It definitely does look like a cantaloupe. A lot of the pictures I was seeing of this set online, they were so deceiving. The colors looked way too light, almost washed out, not even there. So this is definitely a very happy surprise. First up is going to be the writing sample with the Wolf Point from Colorverse. This is a really pretty shimmer ink. It really does match the pen so well, though I don't think I was expecting it to be quite so translucent up at the top, but that's not really a big deal for me at all. I pull this in as close as I can. I really do most profusely apologize for not having the proper overhead filming equipment, zoom lens, boom arm, zoom in functions, things like that everyone else seems to take for granted, but hopefully very soon I will finally have it. So this is BENU Wolf Point. Really, that is a really nice teal. It's a little bit on the somewhat I guess medium side of teal instead of darker, but medium is good too. BENU Wolf Point Atlas exclusive. Medium. Colorverse Wolf Point as well. It just seemed like fitting to match the name of the ink with the same name of the pen. That's like really, really a lovely, lovely shade of teal. Third favorite color. Sorry if I sound like a broken record. And this is going to be the Gerbera matched with the Cantaloupe Sailor Smoothie. My first time ever writing with the 21K nib or Sailor Pro Gear. And I pulled out one of my slims, which is currently inked, just to like just to show you guys the difference in size. I mean, it's only a few millimeters like wider and longer, but you can just see the difference. It's really it's a few millimeters make more difference than you might think, as I well know from like stretching my ears for like coming up on 4 years now. Like, oh, it's only like a millimeter. Like that, it can be a really like big difference. You never really understand how big it is until you like see it in person or like experience like going from the different sizes to one another. I know this is a terrible angle. Maybe you'd pull it up there. I really do sorry for this unprofessional setup, but I guess you can see it a little bit better like now. Like there, yeah, this is definitely so much shorter, and it's like so much slimmer, like hence the name slim. This like really already looks and feels so much more substantial. And I do understand a lot of like people in the West, myself included, feel like, oh, the Platinum and Sailor, in particular Japanese companies, it looks and feels like cheap plastic. Like, I want a heavier, more substantial pen. Well, apparently people in the East feel the exact same opposite. Oh, it must be very expensive and luxurious and super duper well made if you can get it to be this like lightweight and still like stand up to wear and tear. Like, they don't want something like heavy. It's just a completely like different like cultural like mindset, and we can't really help how we're like socialized to feel about these things. I can see I've never written with Gerbera before, only with doing the swatch card like was it 2 months ago or so or whatever. So this is Sailor. Let's see. Ooh, the nib is, oh, that definitely feel the trademark Sailor feedback. But wow, this is a really, really much smoother than the Pro Gear Slims. This is Sailor Pro Gear. Wow, it is so much smoother. I had like no idea just how much like smoother it was going to be until I actually like started doing it in person. I totally forgot I was only going to dip test this. I ended up filling it just a slightly little bit in the converter, but I already really, really like this sample. It's not too light at all for the nib size, and this is like really great. Standard Pro Gear Standard, I guess regular, it doesn't really matter what I call it in this. It's just for my own like, purposes. Pro Gear Standard Smoothie, Cantaloupe Smoothie. Oh, this is so nice and so smooth. Like, people say the nib sizes don't really, I mean, they're slightly different between the 14K and the 21K Sailor nibs, but there's not really like that much of a noticeable difference until you get up to the medium, and then it starts to like be more of like a gusher, like a millimeter, like a half a millimeter, not, well, you know what I mean, like a 1/10 of a millimeter or like 1/3 of a millimeter, whatever, at 0.3 millimeters at like those different successive sizes. Smoothie Cantaloupe. Fine. And I really, really like this colorway. This is so pretty. Diamine Gerbera. Yeah, I decided to like can midway through whatever some recent pen videos I did. I just felt like I was making too many stupid, embarrassing mistakes. Like when you say, oh, damn it, or oh, bollocks, like multiple times in a video, you're not putting your like best face or best writing, whatever, ink forward. And I just decided, like, why embarrass myself? Like, just can those videos. I didn't present them well, didn't prepare, like, try again. Well, hopefully this video does not seem too amateurish. This is like a really lovely color. It is like a slightly bit darker than that Cantaloupe. I'll just turn it around for these guys. This is absolute, like, definite winner. I am going to be getting a lot more, well, not a lot more, but definitely some more like Sailor Pro Gears as I can afford it, particularly in the yearly September Don't miss the boat sail. Like, I'm really, really, really digging this pen. I'm so happy I decided to get it. Everyone who said, like, the few millimeters of difference, like, width-wise, like, and lengthwise, and the 21 carat versus 14 carat nib, it makes so much difference. Like, even though it doesn't feel like it is it is worth the, slight increase in price. The absolute winner. I am so, so happy I decided to get this, and maybe I'll find the ocean water smoothie at, like, other sites up for, like, sale for a reasonable price. It's not showing up its true color so much, but definitely I will have a video, sorry, a thumbnail showing a more accurate representation of the color. And it looks kind of like pinkish under certain lighting. It's like, a pinky orange, like not really 100% looking like a cantaloupe, but this is like a really, really nice colorway. I'm very, very, very happy with it. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I will see you soon with another video. Thanks. Bye.